I'm Sydney Steward. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. I am a hairstylist, makeup artist, and a dancer. I started dance when I was 5 years old. I basically did that all of my life. My stepmother, she was a dance major. She's danced all of her life. And when I was about 4 years old, she had a class for preschool kids. Since then, that's all I've done, all I've ever wanted to do. And that was my focus growing up. I remember being on stage really young, and they said I always used to look down. They said, "You're so gifted, why do you look down all the time?" And really, other people would tell me, how gifted I was, but I didn't believe it, or I didn't want to accept it because I didn't want to stand out. And part of me, I think getting over that too, was in class. My stepmom would be like, pick your head up. Ain't nothing on the ground, you ain't drop nothing, just being disciplined, look out. And so that, having somebody constantly in my ear and pushing me, that's how I was able to get over that. I went to Ohio University and I transferred into Aveda. When I was about to graduate high school, it was always kind of said, you're gonna be a dance major. You've been doing all your life, that's what you're gonna do. And I kind of just didn't really, I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that. And so I went into it. My freshman year, I really didn't like it. Sophomore year, the fact that I didn't like it was really emphasized. It was just because up until that point, I never had a time in my life where I hated dancing. It was like this love relationship, and it wasn't making me happy, and I couldn't figure out why. And I remember the first couple months being back home, I was kind of sad too, because it was just like, did I make the right decision? You know what I mean? And I was just like, well, I don't know how this is gonna work out. I guess we're gonna see. There ain't no turning back now. I don't regret it at all. I feel like being at Aveda has made me a better person. I feel like I've grown a lot. I feel like I've learned lessons that I wouldn't have learned if I had still been in that environment at OU. I needed to be around other women who were encouraging and going through stuff too, and we could encourage each other. You know what I mean? You don't always need somebody to be mad with you. Sometimes you need somebody to pray for you and tell you what the word says. You know what I mean? And that you're gonna make it through. And so I got that there. I just graduated, and I'm now in the Salon, Girl and Guy Republic Salon and Art Space. And now I'm currently in the manager's program, finishing up my manager's license. My ultimate goal, I want to have a base here in Columbus, but I also want to, I want to be able to travel and work on who I want to work on, and have a good time, make, new experiences. My dad just told me just to do your best. Whatever you're doing, maximize what you occupy. And do it the best that you can do it while you're then and there. And then move on to the next thing. I think it's so important for women to be empowered and to empower each other. And I think that is something that, I don't know, there's a lack of that nowadays, I feel like, in young women. And I know what it's like to not feel the best and to have low self-esteem, and then to overcome that. And I want to be able to pass that on to somebody else and show that you don't really have to hate on the next chick. You don't have to try and one-up somebody. Everybody can win to some degree or another. You know what I mean? If you want to. And I feel like it's important that women understand that. You need that. My name is Sydney Steward. I want you to get up, get out, and do something.